Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Stefan Demira will give Gabi Hernandez Demira a fancy supper the week of July 29, August 2. Gabi's return to freedom will make Stefan happy since it will allow them to commemorate their anniversary at the bistro. These spoilers, however, indicate that Gabi will succeed in making Stefan uncomfortable by continuously bringing up Ava Vitali. Gabi may want to hear Stefan's frank assessment of her now that Kristen Demira is pressuring Ava and Gabi to be together. Ultimately, Stefan found himself in a similar circumstance when Clyde Weston had him collaborate with Ava. Stefan will feel uneasy because he had a covert affair with Ava, but Gabi will be inundated with inquiries about Ava and her true nature. That can cause Gabi to get suspicious and question why Stefan gets so tense whenever Ava's name is mentioned. Of course, because Ava will be working closely with Gabi at Demira Enterprises. Spoilers for Days indicate that she will have plenty of chances to make mistakes too. Furthermore, Stefan will face several obstacles in maintaining his secret, which he is already finding difficult to maintain, since E.J. Demira still wants to hold Gabi and Stefan accountable for ruining his marriage to Nicole Walker. All spoilers indicate the secret will eventually be revealed. What will happen to Gabi when she discovers Stefan deceived her with Ava and has been covering it up for the whole time? Stefan will argue that he just had one inebriated hookup, yet he still developed feelings for another lady. Gabi will still be wounded even if Stefan didn't care, particularly because she was acting foolishly by thanking him for his commitment while she was incarcerated. We'd argue Gabi deserves the opportunity to give in to a little temptation of her own after she hears updates on Stefan and Ava giving in to temptation. To level the playing field, maybe Gabi ought to have a one-night fling with someone other than her spouse. Now that Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, is unmarried and feeling jaded from Theresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, he may be the ideal person for Gabi to hook up with. While spoilers for Days suggest that Alex and Stephanie Johnson could reconcile in the future, maybe Alex could use a passionate night with Gabi in the meanwhile. Do you think Gabi and Alex would make an attractive couple? Is Stefan at blame for allowing passion to flare up behind Gabi's back with Ava? According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Gabi will undoubtedly want Stefan to suffer, so stay tuned for more ominous news about bitter treachery. Channel posts a help wanted sign on Sweet Bit's window in the square. Johnny calls and says he would love to help her reopen. She takes his call. She says thanks, but remarks that he should just let her do her thing because she can't pour icing on cupcakes. Theresa approaches in desperation. She needs a wedding cake right now. Theresa detests the taste of the cake. Channel proposes she share, even though she had baked it for Xander and Sarah. Channel will investigate her options. In the Demira living room, Johnny discovers E.J. drinking by himself. E.J. informs him that Nicole is divorcing him. Johnny claims that given what he did, it was inevitable. E.J. imagines Johnny is even more enraged with him. Johnny is really sad for Eric and Nicole. Besides, he believed he had a younger brother. He was hoping that they would raise their children together, but that is no longer going to happen. Nicole visits Eric in the room above the bar. Observing Jude in his pram, she mentions that she spent the previous evening at the Salem Inn. She continues, saying she gave E.J. her divorce papers. We're through. At the Horton cabin, Holly surprises Tate while he's dancing with headphones on. As she brings over a Buddy's burger, they talk about how he's been hiding out in the cabin. Nobody will ever find out as long as they exercise caution. Holly informs him later that Jude is Eric's kid and how happy she is to be temporarily removed from the turmoil as they cuddle on the sofa. But what should they do now that they're at last by themselves? She looks him in the eye. Tate gets up awkwardly and picks up the Kyriakis estate in search of Maggie, But Alex replies that she's out doing errands for her last-minute wedding. Alex corrects Brady when he thinks he's talking about Xander and Sarah's wedding. This evening, Theresa and I are also getting married. Brady is in disbelief. Maggie felt it may unite the family, Alex says. Having said that, he will respect Brady's decision to cancel. Brady says it would be ideal after supposing Theresa was getting married to him only for financial gain. He now understands that is untrue, however. Is there another reason he doesn't want to come then? Alex thinks. Brady says he'd love to be there after having a flashback about his night with Theresa. Brady seems less delighted than Alex. Text says, get the Days of Our Lives newsletter from Soaps. Receive daily summaries, exclusive interviews, spoilers, and breaking news alerts directly to your email. In the square, Sophia approaches Theresa to discuss Tate and Holly. Sophia holds Holly responsible for Tate's treatment of Theresa, despite Theresa's apology, since Holly was meant to be her best friend. Tate is at a lacrosse camp in New York, so Theresa reassures her that they won't be seeing one another too much. Sophia has a flashback when she hears Tate and Holly discussing their ruse. Theresa should know about this. She informs her. Chanel comes back to inform Theresa that, with a few adjustments, she can bake her wedding cake. When Sophia finds out about the wedding, she informs Theresa that her remarks can wait. Johnny tells EJ at the dinner home that there is no excuse for what he did. Though angry and upset, he still has EJ's back in the same manner that he always has. You're my father. EJ expresses regret for not being more encouraging throughout Chanel's pregnancy than Johnny required. Although he is aware that they want to move out, it would be very important if they remained. Johnny promises his father he won't lose him and agrees to remain longer. EJ deems Johnny a decent spouse, something he didn't learn from him, as he says he wants to take Chanel to lunch. Johnny says that EJ is still looking for the perfect guy. Simply put, he and Nicole weren't meant to be. Johnny advises EJ to go and sign the divorce papers. Nicole enters Eric's room and tells him that unless he is still going to move to Paris, they will need to work out a custody plan. Eric claims that being near Jude was too difficult for him, but that doesn't mean he can't start again with Jude today. He glances at Nicole closely before adding, and with you. Nicole surmises that EJ's efforts to save their marriage were motivated by his knowledge that she never really moved on from Eric. Eric also wonders whether she was aware of it. She responds, in my heart of hearts, I did. Chanel and Johnny cross paths in the square, but she's too busy to get lunch together. She tells him that she has been eating nevertheless and remarks on how kind it is of him to inquire after her. Is he smothering her? He asks. She thinks it's a little bit, but she like it. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.